Hey guys, sorry I've been away for a while. For those of you who are sticking with me on the Learn Tarot with Me journey, I haven't posted a Learn Tarot in a couple of weeks, so let's get back at it. Today we are going to do the final card of the Major Arcana, which is the World. So let's get into her. This is card number 21. And remember, the Major Arcana in the tarot deck as a whole is like the Fool's Journey. Okay, so this is the completion of that journey. So this is the end of a cycle, success, wholeness, new beginnings. It can also mean a sense of belonging as well. And this is like an infinite cycle that continues throughout our life. Okay, so a lot of these will show like a circle of some sort to depict infinity, I guess. And for me, it's just showing that like it doesn't mean that this particular cycle is going to repeat. It means that like in life, we're constantly learning. There are constantly things that are going to, they're just constant journeys. Like it's not just one fool's journey. Like you're going to have multiple things sometimes happening at the same time. Once this cycle ends, it's the beginning of a new cycle. The World card represents the 4 fixed signs. So astrologically, this is it's the 4 fixed signs, which is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The element is Earth. The planet is Saturn. And this represents a yes in the upright. And whenever I was looking it up, it talked about how there's the 4 fixed signs, the 4 elements, and then the 4 evangelicals that this represents. It just kind of showing harmony amongst everything, where everything is working together. It's now, the engine is finally doing what an engine does, if that makes sense. Like all the pieces are into place. The last card was Judgment. And what I recognize is like Judgment was the part where the Fool realizes now I have to change, right? And it starts stepping into transforming into that change. And the World card is the final change. If this card comes out in love, it equals like deep fulfillment, happiness, moving to the next step of the relationship. If it's in reverse, this can mean like a lack of closure, feeling incomplete, emptiness, disconnection, and unfulfilled potential. So Lord of the Rings, y'all know I like to like kind of compare this to Lord of the Rings, because the Lord of the Rings is just a perfect representation of the hero's journey, which I believe the Fool is also a representation of the hero's journey. And this is the part where at the end, Frodo comes back to the Shire changed. Okay, he can never go back to the Frodo that he was before this journey, and the journey has completed. And there was a quote that was at the end of, in the movie, I believe, whenever he's like finishing out his book, The Lord of the Rings, I think the final quote says, I think that's where this is, but it says, "How do you pick up the threads of an old life? How do you go on when in your heart you begin to understand there is no going back? There are some things that time cannot mend, some hurts that go too deep, that have taken hold." Whenever we experience something major in our life, and if you guys remember, the Major Arcana are major things that we go through, like major pivotal moments, okay? And so as you've gone through this journey, like whatever this is, you are changed for good. Like there's no going back to who you were before. Whatever this journey was has changed, and now you're beginning a new journey as this new person. Okay, so let's get into the Mythos Tarot, because I love this one, which is crazy because I was literally just thinking of Gaia today. So this is the first goddess. She is the mother of all. Gaia, who was born from chaos, was one of the first primordial deities. She mothered the first Titan gods, including the gigantes, immortal creatures, and personified Earth. Gaia created her own husband, Uranus, to be her companion, though it was a marriage of hardships. Her great love for her children later assisted her in overthrowing him. So upright. After hardships endured and lessons learned, the world card within your reading and Gaia guiding you, it is time to reap the rewards from the seeds you have sown. Loose ends need to be tied up or cut away. Mother Earth appearing means the world is at your fingertips, which could be in a literal sense, as the world is one of the travel cards. You may meet someone new while traveling, or someone who brings travel into your life. It is also a good time to stop and reflect upon universal and global awareness, and to appreciate people and cultures from across the world and your place within that tapestry. As with Gaia's creations of the earth and her beloved children, take pride in what you have achieved. It hasn't been easy to get here, but you have endured and made it. Perhaps you have realized a dream or completed a challenge, so make sure to stop and savor the moment. Sharing the fruits of your hard work with the people who helped you along the way may prove its own reward. This card can also represent reaching your career goals and financial stability or rewards. Learn from Gaia's mistakes and her failed attempts to overthrow Zeus from power, and understand that now is not the time for risky gambles. In reverse, as Gaia is turned away from you, you may have found things have become stagnant and you have not accomplished what you set out to do. This may be because you tried to take shortcuts, pouring energy into fruitless ventures. It's time to take a step back, accept and embrace where you are now, let go of the past, and move on in your personal journey. If you are near the end of a project or goal, maintain focus. You only have a short way to go. Thus, it's important to re-energize and be creative in solutions you can enjoy the pleasures of completion. You may be struggling to move on from an unexpected ending or a relationship in your life, or letting past events color your current relationship. So it is time to tie up loose ends without getting knotted, to find joy and love in the now. Make sure to keep your heart and self open for Mother Earth's healing to find peace and move on to happiness. I really love when the world comes out in readings because it's like success. It's like, wow. It's that breath after everything has happened. It's the, okay, what next? And I forgot, but after reading that, the world card is also about travel as well, which I think is really cool. I mean, obviously it's called the world, so should be easy to remember. But yeah, so travel may be imminent in your future. So, all right, guys, well, that's what I have for you. For the next reading, what I plan to do is, or not the next reading, sorry, for the next Learn Tarot with me, I plan to show you the little cheat sheet that I've created to help me with the other cards, since I haven't fully learned everything and like memorized everything. There are shortcuts to all of this, so I'm going to share those shortcuts with you guys, so please be sure to subscribe so that you can get access to that video whenever I make it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.